and let us see what is this all about. So anybody can tell me what is the basic, what is the topic of the discussion? Anyone?
So I think the topic is, are the airways are safe for the journey or not, and so on.
Correct.
Then we have a discussions of some points like what goes wrong, what we can do so far to make it very safe, and other points.
Okay. So let us start. Let us start with this. And if anybody has any point before we start, for example, if you want to talk about the transport system or something like that, if you want to talk about the railways or something like that, then we can discuss about this, right? And then we will basically talk about specifically aircrafts and the problem which are happening and which happened, which is yet to be, it is under pipeline and it would be investigated very soon. So let us start, and obviously you know how to speak. You have to raise your hand if you have any point to discuss, and obviously everybody will take part into this. And meanwhile, people will keep joining, they will keep leaving, but you have to stick to your point. Okay, so let us begin. Who will start first? Who is to initiate?
So let's
Yeah,
discuss ki what goes wrong. Like recently, we have heard that there was a crash of Air India aircraft, which was going from Ahmedabad to London, and the visual which we get from the incident was very terrific. All the peoples, although the peoples are 245, but we have seen that the loss is more than that. Almost it crosses like 250 plus, and after just 2 or 3 minutes, the after the 2 or 3 minutes of takeoff, the aircraft got crashed. So I think we should now discuss ki what goes wrong actually, because it usually never happens that the aircraft, because aircraft take off after so many checks. I have already worked in the in Indira Gandhi International Airport with Air India only, and we have lot of agencies. For example, we have FFA, then we
correct.
have Indian agencies, then we have European agencies. After the
Correct.
checking, the engine was going like for 10 or 20 minutes. It's still going on, like working and completing its cycle. Then only it's get the permission order to take off. Now, what goes wrong? It is like a whole theories.
Right. Okay, I just want to add one thing here. As we are talking about the plane crashes, so you know, crashing the plane is the rarest of the rare thing. It is not like that it is happening, and planes are considered traveling through the plane. They are considered as the safest mode of traveling. I have been into the flight of Air India as well, but that is a domestic flight. I went from my city to Bangalore. I came back from Bangalore to my city, by the way. So the food was very good, hospitality was very good. So we need to understand this thing, कि what went wrong, and still we are not expert here. We can discuss the general thing, right? Which could be avoided, right? So what trend is basically saying कि this could be because of the failure of the engines, right? So there could be the technical failure, or that could be the man-made failure as well. For example, the failure from the pilot side, right? Hypothetically, I'm speaking. I'm not blaming any pilot, obviously. Pilot also died there, so he must have tried, or he could have tried to, or not could have. He must have tried to save the people, right? So let us take some other point. Nidhi, what do you say on this? And please, everybody will speak, right? Whoever in the yeah,
Many,
please.
I have seen that the pilot also had decided. He also told like the mayday at the end of the when he's
Correct.
like the plane has to be crashed. At the end, like he was trying to save the people and the passenger who's traveling. So they decided, like the pilot decided to save them, but the situation was so critical they did not get the chance. Although the the pilot crew, always give the instruction before flying. Like you have to safety guard, like seat belt, like you have
Mhm.
parachutes. But the end of the day, like the mind has not worked. Yeah, we don't know what happened at that situation.
Correct.
Even I read that article, like we gave the gear in the car, like we gave the gear in the scooty. Same thing, the same situations happen in flight. they're not able to push the force, like they're not able to put the force to lift upon, like lift on the air.
Hmm.
So
Correct.
I only think like there's not proper checking was done before the default of mechanical like
Hmm.
mechanical person who
Right.
are not taken the care. They're not taken the checklist. They're not check everything.
Right.
And I
So
think
it could
like
be, yeah.
and so I also think like in social media the person like media will not declare what problem they actually face, like black box they have received. We don't know like they will tell us truth or not,
Okay,
what
but I
actually
think that
happened.
the black box investigation would not be done by the media. It would be done by some authority of India, right? So
Yes,
obviously
but
that would come. But you know what I would suggest? Media is actually they are not providing us the information or the news. They are talking about something else. I tell you one incident. Obviously, like all of us, I saw on the feed also there is a official account of Aastak. You know what they are reporting? They are saying that after the crash, everybody died, but nothing has happened to Bhagavad Gita. I respect
yeah,
Bhagavad Gita, but what is the point of saying if every human has died and Gita is survived? Then what is the purpose of this? Are you able to understand this point? If everybody saved and Gita burnt, then we could understand that Gita saved the people, right? So there is no use of it. So we need to apply our mind why it happened. Secondly, it is not very easy thing because in aeroplane most of the people they die in one go. It is not like that one people are dying or is dying. It is not the on highway it is happening five people will die. 240 plus people died including the crew members of the plane. So it is very much questionable thing. Okay, now I would like to give chance to others as well. Amit, if you can hear me, would you like to speak something? I think you joined earlier also, Amit. Amit, do you want to say something? And please be initiative. This is the sole purpose of this group discussion because we want to speak whatever you like, whatever you think. Don't worry about your grammar and all right. I am here to make you correct. Yeah, please, Amit.
I have no
Yes.
ideas. Hello. I
Ah,
have
yeah, yeah,
no idea
please.
what is my main debate this
Mhm.
topic.
Okay, let me give you the idea. Idea is very simple. We are talking about traveling through the aircraft, is it safe or not? If it is safe, then why it is safe? If it is not, then why it is not safe? And who is responsible for the crashes which are happening? And we need to talk about the accountability as well, right? So you take your time, giving you 2 minutes more, and then we will come back to you. Acha, anybody in the call, have you ever traveled through the plane? Who all? Praveen sir has done it.
Yes, me.
Okay. What about others? They have not done it,
so,
but you must have.
so even so even me, I also even traveled.
Okay, you have also traveled. But what is your feeling when you take off or when you land? Do you have a feeling of fear?
So yes, in the starting, I even went alone also.
Hmm.
So I always fear like we should save, like we should land safely, because I ever seen that the crew members, they always give instruction. They always instruct the emergency gate. Also, I even sat on emergency gate. They always construct, but I always have fear. Like I don't want to sit in emergency flight. I also fear like I couldn't able to save other people. So I have
Right.
that thought like I can't able to save.
But do you know,
So
I
yeah,
think
but
through media, only one person who survived in this latest Ahmedabad plane crash, he was sitting at the emergency
yes.
gate, right? Okay. Anything else you want to add? Otherwise, I'll give chance to Ritu and Sachin as well. And please be initiative, right? You have to take initiative on your own. Here I'm giving you the chance because when you will go for any competitive exam or something like that, then nobody will give you chance. Okay, speak up. In SSB also there is a debate group discussion and all in GT under GTO, right? So they will not ask you okay, you speak up because they are not there to train you. They are there to judge you. But I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to train you. Okay. So, Didi, do you want to add on something, or should I give to someone else?
So
Okay.
I
Ah,
want to
yeah,
add
sir,
a point
please.
here.
Yeah.
So whenever the flight take off, we used to say that ascend, the aircraft is ascending, and
Yeah.
as the ascending, the aircraft is gaining the height. So the atmospheric pressure decreases by the time, and you see the some pop sound in your ears. For example, when
True.
you at
True.
the height,
Yeah.
you feel some burden on your ears, कि like something is going on, and then there is a one mechanism is going on in the aircraft. It equalizes the air pressure above the pressure or inside the cabin the pressure, and then only you able to see that कि, yes, I am now safe. So for me, the flight from Delhi to my previous flight from Delhi to Bangalore, it was very cool. I really like it. And as the aircraft runs on the runway, you see that the speed of the aircraft is like 300 or 350 kilometer per hour. Then only it goes into the air. So that was amazing, but there was nothing, not even a bit of this feeling that I'm going to crash it. But it feel like very safe, and it's a huge gigantic aircraft, and it mean to be flying, not the crash to someone.
Correct. True. Yes. Now, Sachin, Ritu, and Pooja, do you want to say something? Do you have any opinion on this? Yeah. Only speak. Yeah, Ritu, do you want to say something? Any point you have to discuss?
So basically, with the incident which has happened day before yesterday, so we can't decide like further because the issue was because of the technician due to engine failure. So we can't blame anyone like the authority or the pilot because the incident which has happened, the black was mystery was open and the black box mystery was like that due to the engine failure it happened because the pilot always continuously saying that we can't get search, we can't get search like this. And after this, if the plane can't get any search, so it is like it is happening also कि होना ही था.
Ah, right. Okay, but there is kind of a mistake from somebody's side, right? Somebody has done something wrong. Maybe from the side of the Boeing company. Generally, there are two companies which are generally making the commercial aircrafts. One is Airbus and second is the Boeing. And Boeings are more, they are more prone to plane crashes compared to the Airbus. And thirdly, point is this: generally, Airbuses are small. They carry the small number of passengers, right? Generally, right? But this one which crashed recently, it was carrying 240. It was at the full capacity. It was carrying like that, and it is very amazed. It is only 1% chance if you are carrying going through aircraft, traveling through aircraft. It got crashed. There is only 1% chance that you would survive, and that is the reason why only one person survived. And that is by luck he survived because I don't know what happened. Anybody has any idea how the one person who survived he was able to
Yes,
survive?
sir.
Maybe he
Yeah,
was sitting at the exit gate, that's why.
exit gate. Okay, so there has to be two, three exit gate if I'm not wrong. Two exit gate. What about the second who was sitting at the second exit gate? What happened to him or her?
Actually,
The new
actually, he was full of his consciousness, and he saw that there was a big bang sound of something before the crash. So he made his mind that I want to go outside of the this aircraft is going to be crashed. So his attention towards the emergency gate. As soon as the aircraft banged towards the building, he instantly opened the gate and got out of the aircraft.
Right,
This is
right. That
how
is a
he.
smartness and consciousness of his
Yes,
mind.
yes. And because
Correct.
of Sir luck also, because his seat and
Ah,
his position was like that, he allows to be safe.
correct, correct.
So, so even I want to add some points like you have
Yeah.
told about Boeing company like who made the airport spare like, parts. So I heard like yesterday some post I heard like someone saying that the Boni that company employees who installed and who made that parts like one of the interview they have asked the people asked to them like would you want to travel in that plane which you have settled your instrument. They said no, we don't want to travel. They simply said no. And there's some articles also like they heard like the manager or someone is like he got caught some like he got caught something doing wrong, and he shooted himself only and he suicide. The one
Okay.
of the employee,
Are you
the
talking
one
about
of
the
the
Boeing company? Boeing
yes
company.
sir, yes sir.
Okay. Right.
There the
So
employees only have fear like they don't want to travel which they made the parts.
Right.
Even
yes,
the
like the incident was like that. There was a senior engineer, a developer engineer in the Boeing, he was developing the 787 Dreamliner, and with his experience, he reported to the news channel that this aircraft should not be on the in the air because there are a lot of faulty and lot of weaknesses in the aircraft. Still, this aircraft should not be in the air, but because of pressure the company gave the green lines to the 8787, and it is in the air. And unfortunately, like after some days, like 3 or 4 weeks, the person accidentally or unknowingly he was killed by somebody or due to some reasons. So
Right.
that was happens. But like I have gone through the internship of my IGI international airport, like the uh, this course, and what I have seen that there are a lot of checks are going on when the aircraft was grounded before taking off, and especially it is believed that the aircraft never meant to be some ill functioning, because aircraft is something which you cannot repair it in the air.
Exactly.
Usually
True.
what happen, we assume that the bikes or cars or something like that, they can be broken mid course or on the roads, we can repair it, but on the air we cannot repair it. So there are a lot of overhauling and over pre-checks are going on in the in the aircraft field. So I don't
Right.
think so. There is a fault of technician, something like that. Yes, but we have seen that the pilot was saying that, reporting that Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Mayday means the aircraft goes out of control, and that's why we seen that there was a rat is also deployed. Rat is something which gives you energy when the all the two engines are not working,
He
and
opened
the
that also,
person was
right?
also, yes, and the person was also saying that the lone survivor, he was also saying that there was a big bang. That means there was a no hydraulic working was there, no electricity was going there, and you can see that the trajectory of the aircraft was going like in a straight way. So that means the
Hmm.
pilot has no control to move from left to right
He lost the
because
control.
it
True,
crashes.
true. This is
Yeah,
absolutely
he lost
correct.
the control, and definitely it's a fault of Boeing. And yes, sir, indeed, Airbus is much safer. I also work the like 320 and 300 Airbus is much safer than Boeing.
Uh, Okay. Now, Pooja, do you want to say something? Any point you have? You have been listening for a long now. Pooja, can you hear me? Okay. Now let's come back to Amit. Amit, now I think you must be having the idea, right? Would you like to add on
सर
something now? Yeah.
मेरे पास आइडिया है बट इंग्लिश में बोलने में मुझे प्रॉब्लम
Try
होती है
it.
सर.
No problem, no problem. Actually, we all are having the problems here. That's why we are discussing. That's why we are here
सर मुझे
to
समझ नहीं
practice it.
आता
No
स्टार्ट
problem.
कहाँ
You
से
you
करूँ,
try.
ऐसा प्रॉब्लम.
देखिए, आप ऐसा स्टार्ट करिए। आप छोटी छोटी बातें बताइए कि आप ऐसे बोलिए कि ट्रैवलिंग ट्रैवलिंग थ्रू कार, ट्रैवलिंग थ्रू बाइक इज मच सेफर because we are actually on the ground, gravity is properly working, traveling in airplane is not safe. जो भी आपको बेसिक आइडिया है, राइट? डोंट ट्रांसलेट, जस्ट ट्राई टू स्पीक। गलत बोलोगे तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, राइट? या
ओके
प्लीज
सर, आई
स्पीक
कैन
अप।
ट्राई.
अगर आप बोलोगे नहीं तो फिर कभी बोल नहीं पाओगे। देखो, बहुत सीधी सी बात है। ये अब तक नहीं बोल पाने का रीजन ये है कि वी डोंट स्पीक मच। धीरे धीरे बोलोगे, गलत बोलोगे, फिर सही बोलना आएगा। दिस इज द मेन थिंग, राइट? यू नीड टू टेक केयर। या कैन वी हियर फ्रॉम यू, अमित?
Yes, yes, try to.
Yeah, please.
Yes,
Never mind, sir,
Yes.
but I think we should take it this discussion to who is accountable and how we can take the
Yeah, please,
accountability.
please. Come on that.
For example, it is very clearly seen that this airline is not a single authority of a Indian agency. It's a combination of both European and American and Indian and world agencies. So who should be accountable for this crash?
Exactly. So, according to you, who is responsible or accountable?
I think they need to be joint investigation, but definitely Boeing is going to be in some need to be on scrutiny, sir. I think Boeing need to be on
Boeing.
scrutiny.
Okay, don't you think so? There could be, a lack or maybe uh, pilot's fault. There could be because the one pilot who is sitting, he is only having the 1,000 hour experience, right? So maybe it may happen that the senior pilot must have given the control to him, right? You do it because takeoff and landing, they are the dangerous thing. When you are at sky, then it is much safer, right? Even you don't get to know कि either you are flying or not. So taking off, maybe he has given the chance to him, okay, you do it this time. But
Sir,
what I have felt कि if somebody has done the mistake, then second pilot is having all the control. It is not like that that he's not
yes.
having, the senior one can easily handle, right? Yeah.
In fact, indeed, sir. In fact, there was a one senior pilot was there. He was having like 18,000 or some 8,000 plus flying hours, and he
Yes.
was a instructor. He is a trainer to train the pilots, international pilots.
Correct.
So I don't think there is a pilot mistake. And plus, we have seen that the technically rat was deployed. Now, what is rat? Rat is something. There is a blade. There is a rotator which deploy to get the electricity. When the engines are failures, batteries are failures, then to get the electricity, the rats are deployed. And this shows that the aircraft was out of the electricity. Without the
Hmm.
electricity, no hydraulic, nothing works. And we have seen that even the tires were deployed. Why they are not taken up? Because the hydraulic fails. Why the
Correct.
flaps are not working? They are not going left or right because electricity failed. And even these lone survivor also say that there was nothing, electricity was gone out. Plus, even this before flight, the same aircraft, the person tweeted about the faulty devices installed in the Boeing 787. So I think just to hurry up to line up the production line, Boeing 787, this manufacturing hub, made a biggest mistake in the 787, and that is a resultant of this crash.
But sir, there is one more thing is also there. It is the same aircraft which has been to and fro, right? It was not like that it is kept somewhere. It was being used. Then what happened to this flight only? Right. Even somebody told कि I had been to the flight earlier also. AC was not working. He complained about that. Right. They were and there is a video also floating in all over internet. So it is not like that कि they have taken out something old aircraft or which is kept for a long. It was it was working, right, like that. So, what is the reason? Okay, let me. Yes, sir. Please wait for a while. Let me allow to Ritu and Amit because they are not speaking. Ritu, what do you say on this? अब तो आपको थोड़ा आइडिया लग गया होगा कि क्या टॉपिक पे बात चल रही है. आप कोई भी टॉपिक पे बात कर सकते हो. देखिए, दिस इज द ओपन डिबेट. बस टॉपिक हैज टू बी रिलेटेड टू एयरक्राफ्ट सेफ्टी, प्लेन क्रैश on something like that, right? Yeah, please.
Like sir, maybe it is some technical issues because in night 2020, Mr. Gaurav Taneja, who was the pilot, he also raised a complaint about Air Asia, but he has not focused on that point. Court case was held like 2.2 and maybe 2.5 years. the case was going on, but still no decision was taken. And because of this court case, two captains, official captains, was suspended, like the Gaurav Taneja and Mr. Captain Manish Uppal.
Hmm.
So
So who
maybe
should be? Yeah,
most of the influencer also has raised this complaint that Air Asia has no security, no safety for the passengers also, and the captains also raising same problem, but no technical department is taking this situation seriously.
right. But it is not about, but whatever is happening, whatever pilot did or whatever happened from the side of, the technical side. But the reality is that whenever plane crashes, people die. And they even, I believe that they did not. It's very, very shocking and it's very, gruesome to understand that they did not get a chance to think what happened. Right. I saw a video also from I think from one authentic news site. Somebody was recording from outside when they were burning and they were screaming like anything, right? They were asking for help. So actually, the problem is that they burnt alive. So it could be I would say burning is not easy death, right? And unfortunately, some kids were also traveling. You must have seen that doctor, husband, wife. It was floating. So
Whole
what
family.
was what was their fault, right? What was their fault? Their fault only that they sit in the aeroplane only. So this is the thing which we have to ponder and we need to it
Sir,
an
not only the doctor
accountability.
family,
Yeah,
all the
yeah, please.
passengers who were sitting, sir, not only the doctor family, all the passengers who were sitting in the plane, no one fault is there. But uh, it is a mystery also of that person who has saved his life. How he has saved his life is a mystery, and
Mhm.
still it is not cleared yet. He actually, I said this कि from exit gate he uh, saved his life, but still, just like you were saying, कि how it is possible because there were two exit gates and one is saved and one is not. How it is possible? How it is possible?
Correct. Yes, Nidhi, do you want to add on something? Any point regarding the crash or something like that? Yeah,
Even I want to continue Ritu point. Like
yeah,
in
please.
the crash time, like when he trying to exit, and he told like when I was exiting, I saw like in front of him, like I saw, he told like he saw like in front of him, the co-pilot had died, like some crew member had died, and he was very surprised when he jumped out from the exit gate, and he don't know like how he's safe, and he opened the eyes when he jumped, like when he was traveling, so he was very surprising, like he was very fear, like he only saw like death in front of him. So it's very shocking.
Hmm.
Even so, like I seen some posts also last, like some people have posted the same flight 171. The toilet gate was broken, like, and they was fixing the crew members are fixing that gate. They were saying like how Air India is like treating the people, the customers, the passenger, how they're treating the sometime like air conditions not working, people facing some suffocation. Even there was one article like they were saying like Boeing company only, like they told like one of the employee, like there's a four oxygen pipes are there, the four oxygen in a one row. There are four oxygen, four seater is there. In four seater, the only three oxygen will be available to take breathe. These
The
also
one will die
article
for
told.
sure.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
Yes,
but
sir.
now the Air India is in the hand of Tata, and four or three oxygen pipes are available. It is not dependent on the company. It is totally dependent on the aircraft, the kind of aircraft that you are using. If you are using Airbus, that means not surely the Air India is going to cut the all this 20 and 30s and give you only four. That is not the case, but yes, indeed, that you talk about the Air Asia and something like that, they cut short the use of fuels. For example, to safeguard, to have a safe protocols, when the aircraft is moving from one point to another point, they have this protocol that you have to roam around for 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. You have to avoid the clouds. So that time, this company forced their pilots to go across the clouds or something like that. That is the dangerous position. Otherwise, with the oxygen things, the company, the whole soul company like Airbus or Boeing is need to be accountable.
Mm, correct. Now, who will take the responsibility, Tata or government of India?
Sir, I think the first of all, the owner of the aircraft is Tata. The Tata need to take the accountability, and they are taking the accountability also. And there need to be investigation. The investigation part needs to be go with the Indian agency like AIA, Air Authority of India, and the joint investigation need to be going on. And definitely, Boeing need to be accountable for these reasons because we have seen that a lot of times the Boeing's aircrafts are not working properly
Right,
to avoid the future crashes, sir.
right. Okay, anybody else wish to add some point? I think Jyoti has joined. Do you have any point to discuss? I think you are aware about the topic we are talking here, right? So if you have any point, you can discuss. You can raise your hand to speak up, right? Yeah, Nidhi. Meanwhile, you're saying something.
Do we like, I don't know about this, like I don't have the knowledge. Like there's any situation like we should introduce some airbags for the like for in airport like in aeroplane. The airbag should be there. Like if emergency is there and the plane is going down, like it is getting crashed. So like then at that point of time that airbag should be like open. It
No,
not be
airbag will not work. You know why people died in this crash. They did not die because plane crashed. They died because it burned, it burst. If the plane would not have been burst, let's say for 30 minutes, they would have saved more than 100 lives, right? And they were so prompt when it was burning, then ambulance was already there because ATC knew because that particular pilot already intimated the ATC. They knew about it. They died because they were carrying the lots of fuel. What was the quantity of the fuel? Anybody? Any idea?
so there's a full of two tank.
1 lakh, 1,50,000 liters.
So can you imagine 1 liter? 1 liter can easily burn a person, right? So it was so flammable. So they were carrying like this, and when it collided, then it burst. Because of this, people died. They did not die because otherwise they would have saved them. They might have injured, right? 30 minutes 30 minutes would be enough, right? To save 100 and more than 100 plus life. They were so
It's a
prompt to reach there. Yeah,
it's a live bomb, sir. Sometime what happened when the pilot knows that my aircraft is going to, I need to go for the crash landing. That is known as the crash landing. So they dump their fuel, they dump their maximum fuel, or they keep going in the air round and round to decrease the amount of the fuel. But this has no control with the pilot, so
right.
it was unfortunate.
And it was the time of takeoff, not landing. When any plane takes off, then it always carries the fuel. If they would have been landing, then there is no fuel or maybe less fuel left. So this is the thing which happened, and I don't know it was bound to happen or not, right? And now nobody was talking about it. Let us talk about the where it got collided. It was a hostel mess. Now, if I am
Yes.
traveling in airplane, then I must be having a ticket. I know I am prone to it, right? It could be, or a plane could crash. I have the problem. I have taken the insurance as well. Now, what happened to those who are innocent people? They were having food. I saw the footage. Adi roti they were keeping there, and they could not eat the food even. So, what do you say on this? Acha, Jyoti, do you want to say something? Jyoti, Ritu, Amit. Yes, Ritu.
So they are just the interns. They just came back from their shift. They some are of night duty, some are of the half, and they also did it. Sir, it's basically all about destiny because we don't know what will happen in the next. To us also, we don't know. So the people they all are eating the food. They also don't know what will happen. Ki suddenly plane will blast like this something. So. the government just announced the compensation like of some rupees, but rupees can't compare someone's life.
Correct. True. And all were they were belong to well-to-do family, right? They were kind of rich, those who were traveling. Talking about those two couple, the doctors. Both were doctor. One is already practicing in London, and she resigned from India, and she was about to shift in London. And they were shifting. They were taking their children also, right? So all were well-to-do family. They did not need their money. They wanted their life, right? But it's
Yes,
okay. Now,
so
Amit,
basically,
Amit, now, hi, yeah, yeah, please, Ritu, continue.
some people are like the first passengers to the flight. They never flight any plane. They are just going to meet her son, meet her daughter like this. They are, matlab, like we can't say something because it's our huge loss we have right now.
Correct, true. Acha, this reminds me one very popular movie, Final Destination 1. Anybody has watched this movie? Final Destination 1
Yes,
I am talking
sir.
about.
Yes, sir.
It is the game of same. They
Mm,
also burnt alive, right?
mm. Yes,
Yesterday I
sir.
was thinking about this, and some people saved anyhow, right? So
Yeah.
it was the same thing which happened, right? It also got crashed in the movie I'm talking about. So and secondly, I have heard about maybe from South Korea, somebody also he also the survivor, and he was also sitting at the
Yes, sir.
11A seat and he survived. So what is the mystery of 11A? Praveen sir, do you have any idea on this?
Nothing, sir, but just like in the future, we can see that the cost of the lemon is going to be high. And indeed, sir, but
Absolutely correct.
it has some logic. Indeed, had some logic. Like he was very next to the emergency gate, and that's how he able to save him. Because I don't know, okay, like if he late by 30 seconds or 1 minute, he also going to be burned alive.
Correct. True. So should we avoid, running for window seat on aircraft, or we should start running for emergency seat now, right?
Emergency seat, sir. Emergency
And
seat.
somebody, I think some people died because of the suffocation as well, because too much, smoke were there, and they were not prepared for this. Maybe because of the smoke, they might have died. And if you could think about them, कि what they must have felt, or did they feel anything or not, nobody knows about this. Yes, Amit and Jyoti, do you have any point? We are about to conclude now.
ट्रेन भी
Look,
सुन वर्ड नहीं
joining.
आ रहा, मैं क्या बोलूं सर। आइडिया तो मैं समझ ले रहा हूँ, बट मेरे पास वर्ड्स नहीं आ रहे, मैं कहाँ से स्टार्ट करूँ या क्या बोलूँ।
चलो आप कहीं से भी स्टार्ट करो, हम समझने का ट्राई करेंगे। राइट, आप स्टार्ट करिए कहीं से भी। स्टार्ट करिए, कुछ भी बोलिए। इज, एम, आर, डू, डज, कहीं से तो स्टार्ट करिए। वी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड यू। एंड ज्योति, इफ यू हैव एनी पॉइंट यू कैन डिस्कस। Right, now let us come to the conclusion. What could be done? What I saw, one girl posted one video, and she was saying that I am the only person right now. She's traveling, right? So she was saying that I am the only person who is traveling in Air India. Complete flight was vacant. Nobody was sitting. Only one was flying. So will it create the fear among the people? Will people will not go through air, or will not go through Air India? Will it cost, or Air India will have to bear the cost?
Here's the same thing
Yeah,
I
I
want to
think
talk, sir.
Air India has.
One by one,
Yes,
one,
the
please,
same
one
thing
by
I
one.
want to talk is like this is the first incident we have seen so far in the last 15 years of experience of flying the same aircraft 787 Dreamliner. And we have seen that the more lives are gone in the buses or cars or bikes or even the trains accidents, but less in the air. So air is safer than the other
Safest.
means of
Absolutely
transportation.
correct.
No need to worry that the aircraft going to be burned alive. But yes, visuals are more dangerous when we see that. Uh, what do you think about the astronauts are going out, like astronauts going out outer space? They are also burned alive,
Correct.
but that they mean to be burned alive because the aircraft carrying lot of fuels. And
Hmm.
the trains or the buses or the car, they carry lesser amount of fuel.
Yes. And they are running on the ground. This is the thing also, right? Okay, by the way, I have seen one data also. If you are traveling through air, let's say 12 lakh times, so there is only one time chance that plane would crash. So air is considered still it is considered as the safest way to travel, and we all have been gone through it. They are so this they respect us, they take care of ourselves as well. And I believe that the most in my life, the hospitality which I faced in my life, that is in the aircraft only, right? They were helping like anything. They're so helpful. So it is always good to travel, but still, if something happens, then there has to be someone who could be blamed, or who could be said that he is accountable. And that would happen obviously when the black box mystery would come out, right? And by the way, what is the color of black box, out of curiosity?
Orange.
Orange, orange,
Yeah,
sir.
then why do we call it black?
Because it's covered by the black box. Orange box is inside the
No,
black box, and it is white.
Actually, I have also
maybe
no
it's
idea. I have also no idea about it. But anybody knows, please let us know later on. Right?
so
There has
I
to be
think
some. Yeah.
because I think the last message only then only we open that black box, because it's only open when incident happen, when some tragedy happen, and the last message from like who's die. So that is we call like black day. We say someone say
Oh,
black
maybe,
box.
maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh, I know about the why do we call it? Why do we keep it orange? Because it has to be visible, right? After
Yes,
the
yes.
crash or something like that.
Orange or
Okay, now,
yellow.
yeah. Now let us take one point, uh, one opinion. Okay, what has to be done and what has happened? What is next? What is the way forward of this? Okay, so we will start from Nidhi. Yes, Nidhi.
So, so I think like it should be happen like who's keeping the care of, like they should check the checklist, like everything is working in proper manner. And don't be hurry if you have missed something, if you don't have get the time, please talk to your manager or supervisor, like we need more time in production or something. Like if they're checking the spare parts or something, please talk to them. Because
Yeah.
the
Hello. We are not able to listen, Nidhi. Maybe there is a network problem from your end. You please pause for a while. Yes, Praveen sir. Everybody will have to give the opinion, right? Amit,
Yes.
Ritu, and Jyoti.
I think the key takeaway from this crash is like just to forget it. It's a bitter experience for us. It's just like we have seen that the yesterday there was a bus going gone crashed. So people all of a sudden, like people, some of the people were killed. So just to forget it, we as a person, as a citizen, we cannot do anything. The investigation part of the thing is totally dependent on the agencies like AIA or the Boeing, and the airway or the traveling through the air is much safer. This is my last point to be made.
Okay, correct. Yes, Ritu.
So basically, we can't judge because it is just a current news. That's why it is too highlighted by all the people. Because same incident was happening maybe in November or December 2024 of the plane, and after some few months, all people have forgotten and all just are traveling by the airplanes. So basically, it is like in trains also, if some tragedy was happened or will happen, so after some time they all just forgot and using by the transport according to their convenience. So basically, we can't consider the fault of anyone. It has happened. Just we know we have lost so many lives, and we can't compensate of those lives. But still, uh, because of this one incident, we can't decide the future of the this transport. Na, like we
Correct.
can't travel with
Absolutely,
this.
absolutely. But look, people will forget. I know it is time, it will go. For example, we forgot about the Pahalgam after Operation
Yes,
Sindoor,
sir.
right? This will also be forgotten, but only we can forget it. Those who lost their loved ones, they cannot forget. For example, the entire family lost, right? So they obviously they cannot forget it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
आ रही है अंकल, आ रही है, आ रही है. Yes. Now Amit and Jyoti.
Hello. Mm,
Yes. Yes,
Sir, I want
please.
to. Yes, yes, sir. Sir, actually, I joined the session in midterm, so I didn't get it the points. But after that, I can share the one point that if we are traveling by airplanes, and we should know what is the rules of safety, and how to save our lives when this type of accident can be happen. So, like emergency gate, how to use the window heat, everything we should know about it.
Absolutely correct. Yes. Now Amit, and fantastic point you have given. And I'm glad that you have spoken. Otherwise, I thought that you would not be speaking.
No,
Right?
there was
Yes.
some network issue, that's why.
No problem. No problem. But have
Yes,
you
sir.
heard the people speaking? Look, it doesn't matter we speak or not, but when we hear, then we got ideas. That's why
Yes.
after hearing them, I told you to speak up. Yeah, please, Amit, say something now. We are about to end this discussion.
No, sir, no discuss. It will
Okay,
only
no
listen.
problem. Okay, you will only listen. Yes, Nidhi, I think we left you in the middle. You were saying something. Please wind up.
Yes, in the end, I want to say like we should not be done anything in hurry up. When it is come to the safety of 100, more than 100 people, like 50 people, we should not take in things in hurry up. Like maybe some engineer have done while checking the spare parts. Like it is happen every airport. Like before we are flying, before the plane lift to the air, we always check the safety purpose, engine is working proper or not. Every part we should that engineer check, but in this case we don't know like what actually happened. They say
Correct.
like the production time is less,
No, but
or
like
something
as
is
per my
maybe they got less time to check.
yes,
Yes,
but as
Prince.
per my experience, definitely it's an international aircraft which is going from Ahmedabad. Meanwhile, like I want to say, this aircraft is going from India to the UK. So there must be some checks, and there are a lot of checks going on.
True.
Don't worry about it. There must be some checks. And the aircraft was meant to be run for 10 minutes, stalled there, grounded there to complete its cycle of engines. When the engines completely heated up, they are in the cycle, they are efficient. Now then they have the green signals to go and take the takeoff.
And it is not like that it happened only one,
Yes.
but it is not like that every day, every day if you would see, I think thousands of aircraft they are landing in all over the world, maybe more than that, they're landing and they're taking off. So it is once in a blue moon it has happened and people are talking about this and it has to be talked about because it happened in India, right? We are our brothers and sisters they died in aircraft, and also some foreigners also died. How many number of foreigners they died? Any idea? Anybody? 25?
No, sir. I think some around 60,
16?
60, 60.
60,
Seven were
60. Okay.
Portuguese.
It's also a
Yes,
huge
seven
number.
was Portuguese, and I think 45 or 55 among were UK nationals.
Right. Okay.
Approx
So fine.
57.
57, around 60, he said. Okay, great. So I think it was a great discussion. And as I told you, it was being recorded. So whatever you have spoken, you must have learned about this. And yes, such kind of things, such kind of discussion has to be keep happening because people will get to know okay, what actually happened and what should be done. And we are not experts. We just gave our general opinion. What being the customer of Air India or being the citizen of the country, we have talked about in this way. And yes, it could have been more technical, but keeping that more technical, it is will not solve the purpose. It has to be generally understood thing. So I congratulate everyone. You all spoke very well. And Amit, next time when you will join, and I wish you would be speaking, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. And thank you so much everyone for joining. And I'll see you next Sunday. We will have another group discussion like this. And I would highly recommend if you could invite your friends as well if they wish to join. Those who are good at English, they want to practice their English, they are most welcome to join. Thank you so much. I'll see you. Bye bye.
Thank you,
Bye
sir.
bye,
Bye.
sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye Nidhi, bye Jyoti, bye Amit. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, everyone.